And welcome back to the live, everybody. We're gonna try another live stream today, if I can get my setup going good here. Sometimes it takes a little bit more effort when you don't have a professional setup, like myself. So we're doing a live stream today talking about an iconic member of the punk rock community, Mr. GG Allin. And you may have never heard of this individual. I think it's worth looking into. If you've never got into punk rock or anything along the lines of more extreme rock and roll, I definitely recommend that you try. It's not for everybody. It's very true. But I think it's pretty cool. So when we get some people in here, we'll start discussing different aspects of the main topic, which is GG Allin. I might get some backlash for this specific live because he was a crazy guy, man. He was out there. So what's up, Diamonds? How you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you for being kind of a regular on the streams, man. That's what's up. We're talking about a punk rocker today. Hey, Rat Blacks, what's up, brother? He was a freak. I would concur with your comment there. He was very out there, but we're kind of gonna discuss that he was a mentally disturbed individual, which mental health is very interesting and kind of goes before how someone acts. So your mental health comes before your actions, kind of deal, which we're going to discuss as we go along. If you know about punk rock, then you probably know about this individual. He was very out there. What's up, Crispy? My dude. How you doing, my friend? We're talking about a really out there punk rock icon, which you might not even be into punk rock, but this guy was wild. Okay, so we're talking about GG Allin, or Kevin Michael Allin, which is his actual name after his name change. He was originally named Jesus Christ Allin, which is what his father wanted him named when he saw a vision of Jesus saying, "Name your child Jesus." So he was named Jesus Christ Allin. Well, his mother eventually left his father and said, "I'm going to name you Kevin." So he was named Kevin, but this man was absolutely crazy. He was a very talented musician, but at the same time, a little out there. So we're going to kind of talk about why he was out there. Is that the guy you posted on your community tab? Yeah, it's the same group or individual. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's I think been confirmed to be a kind of mentally disturbed punk rock musician. We're going to kind of discuss the things he would do during his concerts, which, you being a younger guy, Crispy, you would probably never have heard of this individual, but imagine yourself going to a concert and these things happening to you. So that's what we're going to talk about. But I know it's a little bit out of the ordinary with diecast cars, but man, this is cool, and it is to me because I like a lot of different genres of rock and roll and metal and stuff like that. So, man, is it hot today? So I'm like chugging water left and right. Let's see here. This guy you're talking about, never heard of. That might be a good thing, Jared. This guy, GG Allin, was a very intense punk rocker. Let's just get right into this specific topic. So if you went to a GG Allin concert, he toured with many different bands. The most Memorable being him and his brother Merle, who played in the Murder Junkies. What a lovely name for a band. Um, Gigi was very into drugs and alcohol and other things along the likes. So he would be singing his lyrics and punch you in the face for no reason. He was very violent. He was very into the throes of addiction. He was a punk rocker. I mean, what can you say? New York City. He did play there, and it was so funny. Rat Blacks is my tattoo artist who does all my work. Has met this individual, and didn't have the best of things to say about him. Gigi would do very radical things on stage. He would assault people on the regular. He would defecate on stage and wing that said defecation on to the people in the crowd. So think about that. You're at the show, you're like, oh man, this is cool music, and then you get a handful of what you're thinking wung at you. Um, Very out there, very outlandish, and kind of unacceptable in the likes of I'm going to a concert, I want to have a good time, and then this happens to you. It's kind of like no, 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 not gonna happen. What's up, BJ's? How you doing, man? We're talking about some weird punk rock stuff right now, so if you're not into it, might not be your thing. But I'm discussing this because I do like some of his music, but the man was weird. Like this is way out there. Like you go to a concert and get excrement wung at you. But I love mental health and I love analyzing what the guy dealt with. So you go to a concert, you get punched in the face for no reason, and you get feces swung at you. That's what would happen at one of these shows. Um, the guy is very fascinating. He was a good musician. I enjoyed his music, but there's certain elements of what would go on at his shows that I dislike, and I think everybody would agree with. Remember Rat Cage for sure. Thank you, Ren. Um, I just watched a documentary on this guy today, and I really find it interesting. I like to discuss it with some of my guys who also like similar music. Um, this man had a lot going on in his discography of music he made with multiple bands and self promotion, other things such as that. Um, if you like crazy stuff, you would like what went on with this guy. He literally would mutilate himself on stage, which I'm going to try to watch what I discuss because of YouTube. But he would take a smashed beer can and just tear himself up with it. He would defecate on stage and wing it at the audience or himself while singing punk rock music. So, I mean, it goes along with the whole like anarchy thing of punk, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you're kind of going a little too far with it. So it's if you've never heard of this guy, I recommend you just if you have interest in like random things, take a look into this because this is worth checking out. Walking in Dollar General, I'll be back in a few. I hope you have some good luck, bro. Crispy says, "Ew, WTF?" Yeah, bro. Like this is wild, and I think you should check this out. Jim Morrison in '60s, he was on stage, nude indoors. Ohio, that was crazy. You think you're talking about Ohio, never seen. Yeah, so Jim Morrison, yeah, he was a very big alcoholic, and they always try to label him as a big addict. He was into alcohol and other drugs and things like that. He wasn't a big heroin addict. Obviously, he did it, but Jim Morrison is a little bit different than Gigi Allen. Osvaldo, what's up, brother? I see you. We're talking about weird punk rock. So if you like punk rock, you would fit in with this conversation. So Gigi Allen played in a lot of different bands. His brother Merle also played in bands, and they eventually got into a group together called the Murder Junkies. The Murder Junkies. What a lovely group to be involved in. They played a lot of good music, which I do enjoy. But Gigi would be on stage and be out of his mind on drugs and alcohol and do a lot of not so good things. He would assault you for no reason. Like, I'm talking, he would talk into the mic and then punch you in the face. He would um, defecate into his hand and wing it at you in the crowd. It's very outlandish and very crazy. So I understand if you're here, like, what the heck is this guy talking about? But it's interesting to me. I think that all rock and roll, all heavy metal, whatever, is very interesting to me. This was punk rock, and this was late 80s and early 90s. So let's continue on. I like punk rock. Heck yeah. Punk rock likes me. Heck yeah. I'm fried baked in stones. I just want to have fun. Heck yeah, bro. So Gigi Allen was a punk rocker, kind of a more aggressive form of punk as well. It wasn't like a light speaking type of punk rock. It was a I have something to tell you kind of music. Um, and for everybody watching, if you don't know who this individual is, just look up a little bit about him because you will find out real quick that um, wild things happened at his concerts. I mean, things that I've never experienced in my years of going to concerts. I'm a mosher. I get crazy. I jive around with everybody else. I get a little violent, but no one gets purposely hurt, which did occur at his shows. People did purposely get hurt for no reason. He would assault people, he would hurt people, and eventually went to jail for that. So we're going to kind of move through a series of steps here. From the time he started his music with random groups to the time he did go to jail for disorderly conduct. That's another thing we should mention. Gigi Allen was an individual who would get nude as he sang, which is pretty interesting, and would assault people and other things along the lines of that. He eventually went to jail for the assault and the lewd conduct and things like that. And when he came out of jail, he was 10 times more pissed off than he was originally. He was doing drugs, he was drinking, and he was hurting people more than he should. I love punk rock, but as far as purposely hurting people, kind of draws the line for me. Um, but that's when it goes back to his upbringing and what caused him these mental health issues. But he came out of prison and was just as much mad as ever, and he was going wild. This could be an hour-long discussion, but I'm kind of summing it up to keep the chat active on what I'm discussing about. A punk rocker who was very much into drugs and was very mentally unstable, which is a shame because in the 90s we should have understood mental health a little bit more. He was too much of an outlaw, too much of a rebel. He would not have gotten help for what he needed, and he was into drugs and alcohol too much. So he eventually played a show. It was 1993, so this is decades ago, man. 1993. Think of where you were in 1993 if you were alive. I wasn't. Um, but he played a show, got about 2 songs in, and they shut it down. They're like, no, you're destroying stuff, you're acting too crazy, we can't have you here. So he then goes out into the streets, rolling around the streets, throwing beer bottles, acting crazy. Goes to an apartment and then parties with a lot of different people he probably didn't know too well and overdoses on heroin. So that is the end of Gigi Allen. But his brother Merle, who plays bass guitar, still plays today. Excuse me, still plays today, and it's really a shame. This guy could have done a lot if he wasn't into drugs and alcohol. But you're telling me the dude who would just sit down on stage and do his business and just pick it up and throw it at the crowd. Yes, very true, Stat Crispy. This band would do that and do that. Yes, he would. I want to be sedated. That's a Ramones reference. Heck yeah, Wade. Thank you, sir. Rico's in the house. Never seen anything like that in rock, says Jared. Yeah, punk rock, man. Very different. Gigi Allen would sling to Muggy on stage. Right. He would. And that's kind of what I'm doing today because I just recently watched a All in the Family documentary about Gigi Allen. He's a very interesting individual. He had some issues within his head, which is very serious. If you have anything troubling you, speak to a psychiatrist, get help. Um, but he was used to the streets and did the drugs and alcohol, so it's really a shame. Um, did he trash hotels? Yeah, they did that as well. They would. He lived on the road, man. He lived in the streets. He did whatever he could to feel good, kind of thing. He toured. Half the time, they would destroy a venue, meaning the lights, the sound system, the microphones. They didn't make any money. He would destroy things, and the money would go right back to the venue because of the destruction. So I find this very interesting. I've known about him for a long time, and I just today watched a documentary about him and his family and his mother discussing how she doesn't like to think of his stage performance other than his, normal who he is kind of thing, which makes sense. Bro, that's just nasty. Exactly, bro. Could you imagine going to a show and someone starts singing and playing around, and then at some point they get nude, crap into their hand, and throw it at you? So that's kind of what divided him from. He didn't tour with other groups. He didn't have a major fan base like, say, other successful punk rock bands in the day, but he was in his own realm. Like the singer from NoFX, some people might know about them, Fat Mike. He said he was kind of his own thing. Like Gigi Allen sung punk rock music and was in the scene, but was a little too wild to say, "Hey, I'm gonna go out on tour with so and so." He assaulted people. He wung excrement into the crowd. He hurt himself on stage. A lot of crazy stuff. Like I said, go look this up. G.G. Allen, the letter G, the letter G, Allen, Allin. Man was wild. I like a lot of death metal and black metal, but this is next level severity when it comes to like being extreme. This man was wild. And I just find it very interesting. I don't know. Rico never saw Gigi Allen live. Probably a good thing because he never dealt with what went on at his shows. But his music's good. Certain songs. I mean, there's some songs that are like, I don't want to listen to, but he's pretty good. That is gross, man. I never pay see that. Wow. And a lot of people went to his shows and knowing what would happen, like, well, I'm going to pay to see this freak show kind of behavior. This man picking up bottles and stuff and hurting himself with it and, defecating on stage and rolling around on the stage and acting crazy. A lot of people saw that as like a freak show kind of act and were like, I'm going to get into this kind of thing. Um, I can't say personally that I would go and pay to see somebody do that because I wouldn't want that happening to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in the front row like, yeah, man, this is awesome, and then getting blasted in my face with a punch. I wouldn't like that. Um, but for his time, he was very beyond his time and crazy. And for anybody that knows about him, I beg you to leave a comment about your knowledge on him because we can talk about it for quite a while. But very cool in my opinion. I was more Black Flag, Dead Kennedys type dude. I love Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, not so much. Circle Jerks, of course, the Germs, never got into too much. But I love punk rock, man. I love any extreme form of rock and roll. Gigi Allen really pushed the boundaries of that. It was, you're going to come to my show, You might get punched in the face. You might get excrement flung at you for whatever reason. I'm gonna mutilate myself on stage for whatever reason, and that's the whole thing of mental health. He dealt with a lot of different things, and in 1990s, medicated help for bipolar disorder, multi-personality disorder, and other things weren't really relevant. So it was more of, well, I'm gonna do what I want kind of deal, which is what he did. He did drugs, he did alcohol, he hurt himself, and hurt the people in his shows. With the documentary I just watched today, he stated, the people in front of me in my crowd are more of a target than they are like a fan base. He's like, you're my enemy. You're the people out there. So it's super wild. I know this isn't what I normally discuss, but I'm a metalhead. I love rock and roll. I love punk. I love everything like that. And I beg you to dive into it a little bit. At least try to get an understanding of where these weird subgenres come from. Let's see here. That's not fun anymore. See that? Yeah, it was not fun then either. Vlogs in the House. What's up, brother? I haven't watched the documentary on Gigi yet. I would recommend. It's called All in the Family, and there's also one called Hated, which is very good as well. On a positive note, I found the golden nugget today. Shout out to Rico. That's awesome. I don't even know where mine is. I think it's in a box in my closet. But yeah, not very pretty music by any means. It was very very violent, and it's interesting to me. My God, is it so hot here today? Let's chugging water. Good evening, man. Just sitting back this evening watching NEO live. I appreciate you, bro. I know we're talking about very, very random things today, but hey, it's the kind of stuff I enjoy, I guess. Family Dollar, holla holla. Are you Tampa now? Oh, nice. Still have it. Dang. Crispy's gonna be right back. No problem, bro. But yeah, I kind of like to branch out and do more things that involves music. Me and Tuscan TV, if you don't watch him, are gonna do an episode or a live or something discussing certain genres of music and getting into it. I don't know, like I love diecast, like I love stuff like this. This is sitting right in front of my my phone at the moment, and I really need to get my screwdriver out of whatever box that I threw it in and unhook this L600 and the 60 Charger Daytona. 69, I should say. Good God. Can't speak today, guys. I'm sorry. You like punk bands? All or some? It depends on which ones. First punk band I heard was Blondie. I've never heard of them. Avenged Sevenfold would be in their early days. I can talk about Avenged Sevenfold all day long because it's one of the first bands I really got into when it comes to metal and things like that. Avenged Sevenfold started in the early 2000s and they were considered metalcore. So they had metal breakdowns and harmony. So it's considered metalcore for their first two records, Sounding the Seventh Trumpet and Waking the Fallen. Then they go to City of Evil, which was kind of more heavy metal, groove metal. I don't really know, but I love Avenged Sevenfold, have all their CDs, and is one of my favorite bands, of course. But I love like Judas Priest and Motorhead and Black Sabbath. So like we can talk all day long about old school metal as opposed to new school. But I don't know, it's just something I have interest in. Beastie Boys punk. Yeah, heck yeah, bro. Call me. Is that what you're saying, Rat Blacks? One way or another? Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold's kind of like alternative. It's weird. It's like metalcore goes to, I don't know, man, like progressive alternative Groovy, like Pantera was groove metal. So what is Avenged Sevenfold after their metalcore days? Logan is in the house. What's up, bro? I appreciate you coming back. Heart of Glass, I guess. Ace of Spades, yeah, bro, you know about it. When I was getting this finished up, we were listening to the very first Motorhead record. Titus High Rapture. To end the Rapture, is that what we're talking about? How are y'all today? Says Logan. We're talking about some weird punk rock stuff, so like, I'm going to try to keep it on punk rock, but if someone mentions something like Sevenfold, I'm going to discuss that as well. This is a diecast channel, of course, but we all have different interests. Like, we like music, we like freaking Slayer, we like whatever we like. So, kind of like Pack from 3 Live does, I'm breaking it out of the norm and saying, hey, we're not just Hot Wheels, we're Transformers, we're everything we want to be. Are tattoos painful to get? I would say yes. Even in certain, it depends on the area as well. Certain tattoos you get are not going to hurt as bad, but right here, hurt pretty bad. Right here, on your kind of like wrist area, whatever backside of your wrist, hurts pretty bad. But I'm a sober individual when I get tattoos, and I can deal with it. Are you gonna grit your teeth? Probably. I grit my teeth. Some certain spots are like, ooh, that really hurts. But getting a tattoo, when they're digging the needle into you, it hurts. But when they pull it away, it kind of goes away. It's like a shot from the doctor. It's like, ooh, that didn't feel good when they were giving me my flu shot, but afterward, it kind of goes away, and then it's sore. Kind of the same thing, like piercings. You get one, it's sore for a while, then it heals. So it's kind of weird. Hey, Bog, what's her name? Yeah, Red Room is Bog, yes, sir. Rico says Slayer, you know it, bro. I got it right there. You already know Slayer. I've heard of them. Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch, they're kind of like a more modern, like, metal. They really changed their sound. I'm kind of disappointed in Five Finger Death Punch. The Way of the Fist, the first record they did, was very aggressive and very hard. And then later on, it kind of became a little bit different, and they kind of went more poppy. So I've been kind of disappointed within them, but not something I particularly listen to. Culture Club, Nelson, Five Finger Death Punch rocks. Depends on which songs, bro. Depends on which songs. My shoulder down to my elbow. I think when I'm 18, heck yeah, bro. Make sure it's the right decision. It's something you really, truly want to be on your body forever. Like Ed Sheeran, 21 Pilots, heck yeah, man. If it's something you like, it's something you like. But if you like more like hard music, like I'm gonna tell you what's up kind of thing, I'd recommend checking out a certain couple bands. What about ska music? The only ska that I know of is like Real Big Fish, and I never really got into it. I don't know. I thought it was a little bit like, it's not really like something I'd listen to kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Not something I'd particularly listen to. But back to Gigi. He was raised with a brother and his mother and father in like the woods of like New Hampshire or something. And his father must have been very mentally ill as well because he dug graves in like the basement. And his mother would be like, "What are you doing with like, digging that?" And he's like, "I'm gonna bury you and the kids in there," kind of thing. So I think it's obvious where he got his mental health issues from. He was he died in like 1993, if I'm correct. Just an outlandish, wild punk rocker, man. Like absolutely crazy. So if you find like punk rock, rock and roll interesting, just check out his stuff. Like It might not be for you, and if you decide that, then that's your opinion. Um, it's not really for me as well. Like I like certain songs he has made, um, but I would never want to go to a show. I've been to many metal and concerts, stuff like that, but I would not want to be standing there vibing out and get punched in my face, or have someone attack me, or have excrement flung at me. I would not particularly care for that. I have yet to be to a punk rock concert, so eventually that'll happen. I really hope, but it's crazy, man. It's worth talking about, you know. For the Slayer, heck yeah, man. Slayer's absolutely awesome. Big Fish, heard of them? Heck yeah, but not anymore that much. Just gotten back into Triumph. Heck yeah, bro. Yeah, Bob Marley. Heck yeah. Who you talking about? Hey, what's up, Tusk? What's up, my bro? Talking about Gigi Allen, sir. Gotta go, sorry. I'll probably be back later on. So, yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate you, Logan. Hopefully you're all good. Metallica was in Belgium on YouTube channel. Metallica still kind of rocks, but it depends on like what you like by them. Yeah, definitely Gigi. Heck yeah. What's up, Tusk? I'm just talking about like I just watched one of their um documentaries they made. It's called All in the Family, and they interview his mother and his brother Merle, who played bass, and like Dino, the Naked Drummer, and people like that. I love mental health and I love learning about it, and it's really wild to dive into what Gigi dealt with. At the same time, this man was a punk rocker. He played on stage, he performed music, but while dealing with these certain things he dealt with, as well as drug addiction and alcohol addiction. So, dude, it's wild, man. It's so interesting to me um, that at some point in time you can go watch a performance, get crap flung at you, and watch a man take a broken Coors Light can to himself. He's bleeding everywhere. He's defecating everywhere. He's yelling into the microphone. Like, this stuff is wild, man. It's like punk rock at its finest. Dude, you need to watch the tour videos. This is crazy. Yeah, dude, I have watched a lot of GG stuff, man. Like with the Murder Junkies, with Jabbers, with every group he's been with, I've watched a lot of stuff on. This man would come out and like mutilate himself and just crap at somebody and be drinking, smoking, everything on stage. Like this man, a lot of people in today's society don't even get involved in music like this. Like they're all about like certain rap or trap artists. Like they don't know about this crazy crap like this. You talking about Killer Dwarves Tusk? Guar. Guar is another wild one, man. Guar. Odorous Urungus. Dave, I forget what his last name is. He died as well of a drug overdose. Man, they play the part of some intergalactic group that came from space, and they play crazy punk rock music, and they shoot blood into the crowd, and like very very cool stuff, man. I'd love to see Guar one day. Play some Nerf No Provision show. That's punk rock, bro. It's like, oh well, I broke a mic stand, I destroyed a mic, I broke a PA system. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish my show today. I hear you on that one, bro. If you want a good breakdown on who Gigi was, see count Doculus Mad Labs on Gigi. Great video, dude. I'm so excited that people actually know about this individual. Because, yeah, he was like a degenerate. He was a scumbag. Which he has a song, Outlaw Scum F. I'm not going to really cuss because I'm trying not to do that. Um, yeah, Gigi wasn't the best person ever, but man, his music was cool. Very sure. But look into it if you don't know. And I have to run to use the restroom real quick, guys. So chat amongst yourself. If you don't know punk rock, recommend it to somebody. I gotta grab another water bottle and use the restroom. So chat amongst yourself, guys. I'll be right back. I trip over a bin of Hot Wheels. Isn't that relevant? Let's see here. Mainstream rap sucks. Underground is where it is. You ever heard of Scarlett or Josiah? No, my style of music, but I can appreciate it. Heck yeah, bro. Yeah, I've heard of Scarlord. I mean, I know he like implies more intense singing style. I guess he's influenced by other things. I don't really know. Just not really my music. I mean, I can appreciate a good beat, but it's not something I particularly like. I like music like Dimebag Darrell would say, music that gets you grooving, makes you move around and have a good time, kind of thing. And you can definitely have that with rap, trap, whatever, if that's your scene kind of deal. But as far as myself, nah, not so much. Jesus, man. Thinking, what, 37 minutes? That's 3 water bottles I've chugged? God dang. Ever heard of POD? Yeah, I've heard of POD. My cousin saw them live. I think he had a good time with watching them, but it's not something I particularly go to watch, but they're not terrible. Right, Bog? Never know. Road Rage by Hot Wheels. But I'm kind of trying to spread the word because, like, yeah, this guy was like a POS, but like, his music is interesting. Not all his songs, but like, you know, some of them. His live performance was like legendary. Like, you'll never see anything like that nowadays, ever. You'll never go to a show and get the same experience you would in the 90s or late 80s seeing Gigi Allen. Like, he was out there, man. He was very intense. He was violent. He was more than that. So it's pretty cool. And I'm glad some people have heard of him. Like, even if you don't listen to him, you're like, man, I've heard of this guy. Like, what a POS kind of thing, you know? Because I wouldn't be the guy to go, oh, yeah, he's like such a good person, like this and that. No, I know he wasn't really a good guy. Um, not at all, but very influential on punk rock and was a spectacle to see, I tell you what. So there's other good punk rock bands that still tour that I'd love to see, such as like Bad Religion, NoFX. Um, there's a couple other, but not as like popular as those two. Um, but one day, man, we'll get there. Fool was a nutcase, yeah, and exactly. Fat Mike's son, you know it, bro. You know it, Tusk. Yeah, man. Fat Mike even said he went to one of his concerts and it was like he started beating up this woman and like people finally got him off of her kind of thing and it wasn't consensual. It was just like violence and that's kind of 100% what would have happened. I mean, dude was kind of a piece of crap, but like it's hard to describe. It's like you were cool but you weren't kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like you were cool but you did some really not so good things and you did not so good things in your life. Um, One group I recommend checking out right now is Dead City Punks. They're from LA. Dude, they're throwing gigs under bridges. They're shooting fireworks at helicopters and stuff, like police helicopters. They're pretty cool. They're kind of out there as well with the same extreme message. But as far as like punching people in the face and crapping on people, yeah, it's a little bit different. But again, I know this sounds like very different to anybody on my channel, but hey, I'm Diecast Treasures. I talk about other stuff at the same time, so you kind of have to deal with it. NoFX is awesome. Heck yeah, I'm glad to hear that, bro. Rancid is a good band. Yeah, heck yeah, I love Rancid as well. 90s were legit for Green Day as well until they went pop punk. Um, I don't like Blink 182. I never got into them. And Green Day's like pop punk days, I don't care for. I like 90s Green Day, like you were saying, like up until about 94 when like Dookie came out. They were still like punk rock, like Billy Joe can like scream, like he was out there punk rock style. But then it was like on the boulevard of broken dreams, like it changed too much for me, you know what I'm saying? Like it was weird. Your channel posts whatever you want. Dang right, bro. Like if I'm sad at Crispy, I post fireworks next door and fire trucks going by and cars zooming by and things like that. Go check out Crispy if you don't watch him already. Dookie is solid, exactly. That's what I mean. Like Dookie was good, and then beyond that, it was like, oh, we got pop punk Green Day, like, hmm. Like I used to like Boulevard of Broken Dreams until I really realized, like, wow, this is like light alternative punk rock. When I could be hearing Gigi Allen, for example, like, nah, bro. But again, for anybody who has never heard of this guy, if you like rock and roll music, if you like, you know, like crazier rock and roll music, punk rock, um, check this guy out. I'm not endorsing him as like a good individual. Like he's not like a god. Like, oh, I go to him and I think he's such a like inspiration. Da, da, da. This man would punch you in the face if you were in the front row. This man would like wing his crap at you. He would like pee on you if you were in front stage. He would literally harm himself to bloody extent on stage. Like this is not somebody I would recommend you go and look up to as a musician. It's more or less check it out for your own interest and understanding of, hey, this is what happened in the 80s and the 90s, bro. Like, it was wild. Viz Pluto, average views, heck yeah, bro. I do diecast the squirrels, I've seen that, and I did like that as well, Bog. Heck yeah. It's the greatest punk rock band tour right now. Red City Radio? I haven't heard of them. OKC, I gotta check them out, bro. Iggy Pop, yeah, bro. That dude, man. Iggy Pop, man. But yeah, check out Dead City Punks. They're pretty out there, man. They're pretty cool. Like I said, they're throwing gigs underneath bridges and shooting fireworks at police helicopters and things like that. It's super wild, bro. I definitely recommend you check that out if you like any kind of you know, just something to watch kind of deal. Um, because they're out there, man. Seeger Bros are in the house. What's up, guys? I don't know if you listen to punk rock music or not, but it's kind of what we're discussing today. Is crazier punk rock and the wild things that come along with their concerts. But yeah, Gigi was a very special individual. Ego says buffering. Is it buffering on your end, bro? Hopefully not. But yeah, like I've watched a lot of stuff on him, and I love mental health and like you know, the things that go along with being like a psychiatrist. Like I just like understanding what goes on in the human mind sometimes, you know? We don't listen to punk rock. LOL, do you listen to MGK? I do not. I think MGK is kind of a clown, bro. He tried to be a pop punk guy and said some BS to Slipknot and Corey Taylor and got himself into a whole bunch of feud. But he did just recently come out and say, hey, that was like we were all acting stupid kind of deal, so we'll see what continues on with that. But yeah, he tried to change genres and jump into the rock world, and it really didn't play out for him too good. Sex Pistols is probably one of my all-time faves. Heck yeah. Um, sorry about that, guys. I just got a text message. Sex Pistols don't particularly care for their music, but I do like what they did. They spawned the punk rock movement. Sid Vicious was a notorious heroin addict, and died of a heroin overdose and things like that. So Johnny Rotten's still around. He's still a cool guy. Let's see here. Have you heard Offspring? Have you heard of them? I don't hate Offspring. I just never got into them. Certain songs that I care about them, like I care for about them. I don't know how to say that, but Clash, early release, and Ramones always in my rotation. Heck yeah, bro. That's what's up. Eminem did all that. Eminem is not as crazy as Gigi, if that's what you're saying. If you know the notification sound, my bad, bro. Anarchy in the UK, you know it, bro. It was a good movement. It started punk rock basically in a hole kind of deal. And Eminem is a good rapper. Like, I agree. Like, I've never disliked Eminem. I've never particularly sat down and go, oh, Eminem, and listen to him kind of deal. But, like, I don't dislike Eminem. But if you think of Eminem on stage rapping around, you think of Gigi Allen punching you in the face and winging literal crap at you and other things that are more intense, you kind of can't compare those two. They're two different genres as well. Clash okay, I saw some music videos. Heck yeah. Give the Police first release a spin. They started out as punk. That's good, bro. And they went to Sending Out in SOS, which I hear on the radio way too much. Transitions is my reference. Yeah, MGK went from an Ohio rapper, which I should care for him since he's from my area, but he literally tried to start some crap with Slipknot. And today, you couldn't think of a worse group to start a feud with than Slipknot. Like, who else is more popular? Like, if Slayer was still touring, they would have been on top of Slipknot, but who else is more popular than Slipknot right now in America? Like, who could you go at and say, oh, you're 40 years old, 50 years old, and you still wear a mask? Duh, 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 duh. Bro, you asked for that feud, you know what I mean? Yeah, cool song. Yeah, if you heard it for the very first time in your life, if you hear it for 10,000 times in your life, it gets very old. I heard that song, no joke, thousands of times in my life because my mom played classic rock radio nonstop in her house. I have heard that song literally hundreds of times, if not thousands. And they have 100 more songs other than that. Like, come on. BJ's, thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you. It's been fun having you around as well. Don't know anything about punk rock, although what is Eminem destroy MGK? Yeah, I did hear about that as well. Yeah, I know. Like, MGK is not anything, bro. But he doesn't fit into the punk rock world at all. Yeah, he destroyed MGK, exactly. Fugazi, right after Minor Threat, was Fugazi with certain members from Minor Threat. Goodness. Fugazi was an offshoot of Minor Threat, basically. But I still rock Minor Threat before Fugazi. Osvaldo facts. There, exactly, bro. I'm back. My PC did a GG, so I had to start reset. Heck yeah, bro. Black Flag before Henry Rollins. Man, I don't know, man. I love Henry. That's my favorite era of Black Flag. I don't know. He just brings a certain amount to it. But they had like Keith Morris and I forget what the other dude's name was. Black Flag's always been good. They've always been Black Flag, you know? But, yeah, I beg you guys to check out Dead City Punks, man. Do you like dark songs? Depends on what band. But I do like dark anything. Drinking black coffee. Heck yeah, bro. That's what my tattoo guy says too. He's like, oh yeah, black coffee and slip it in and good stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, bro. You're 61. You should know about punk rock, bro. Yeah, my tattoo artist literally met Gigi Allen. He was like, oh man, dude stank, man. I'm like, from what he did, I bet he did. I bet he did stink. Man was covered in blood and everything else all the time. Xbox Series X or Switch, whatever. I rarely use my PS4 Pro because it uses HD and SD. I still have an Xbox One, like the original. The Jesus Lizard. I haven't heard of them, bro, but I know of Jesus Peace, which is a Philadelphia hardcore band, if you like hardcore punk. Man, Tusk, we need to get on a live stream together, bro. Dang, man. I'm mad. Because we need on a live stream where we can go, oh yeah, this record, this record's good. It's got 2 CDs within it, stuff like that. I need on a live stream with Tusk, bro. But like I like metal more than punk, but a lot of punk just speaks to me, bro. A lot of punk. NoFX, Bad Religion, like I said, stuff like that. Dead City Punks being a newer one, and then hardcore punk being an offshoot of all that. I love hardcore, bro. Killing Joke, UK band. I've never listened to them too much, actually. I have not. I've never listened to too much UK punk other than like The Exploited, which I do like The Exploited. I have their patch sitting around here somewhere. Green U from Cali. I haven't heard of them either. Yeah, hardcore punk for me would be like old school, being like Biohazard from New York, Agnostic Front, things like that, which has developed into Knocked Loose and San Jose hardcore like Tsunami, Hands of God, Gulch, Drain. There's so many good bands that I can shout out, bro. Like it's stupid. Zabalba, which is more of like a punky metal band. Like Gulch is like hardcore metal punk. Um, Super cool, man. If you like hard hitting music, you like stuff that makes you move around, you like music that's gonna make you punch someone in the mouth. I don't know. Killing Joke was more industrial. Hatebreed, never got into them too much. I think they had a couple good songs. I don't know. Biohazard, never heard of them. Never heard them on radio. Yeah, you probably won't. Yeah, they had songs like Punishment. They had songs like Business and Shades of Grey and other things. They're a hardcore punk band. They're not going to be on your local radio station. That's for sure. And they're from the 90s, so. Just go back and listen to the Urban Discipline album. Very good. I have the record myself. Talks about racism and how it's stupid and big corporations and businesses and things like that, and how God is strange and punishment comes for no reason and things such as that. Biowax, legit, haven't heard of them. Static X, Power 5000, Alien Ant Farm. Yeah, bro. I'm singing 2 of those 3 in August next month. Static X and Power Man 5000 with Mudvayne and Rob Zombie. I'm going to throw it down, bro. I'm going to be tearing some stuff up. Punishment was rad. That is a very good song. I think Business might be my favorite song by them. Yeah, it's like Step the F Back if you think the song is about you, because it's probably true. Yeah, I like them. Heck yeah. Ozzy Punk. Oh man, I gotta check them out. Alien Ant Farm. I only know of their Michael Jackson cover. Yeah, he made horror movies. Yes, sir. Tusk, you always mention Helmet. I haven't listened to them very much. I've gotten like one recommended for like their music video. I don't even remember what song it was, bro, but like I definitely need to check them out because I don't even know what genre they play, but like they're definitely a popular band. Clutch, I haven't gotten into too much either for some reason. You need to listen to them. Heck yeah, bro. Definitely check it out. I'm the type of guy that goes, all right, I'm gonna listen to a band, let's look up their albums and go to like their first album onward. Sometimes I'll be like, just look them up and listen to like their most popular song or some kind of thing like that. Like it's weird. Dead Milkman, they might be giants. Dead Milkman, heck yeah, bro. Clutch and Helmet on tour together this summer. Heck yeah, bro. Maybe I'll have to get into them and go show them some love and check out their shows. Ozzy rules, you know it, bro. I would love to see Ozzy one time in my life, and I will be satisfied. 100%. If I get to see him one time before he calls it quits, bro, I'm gonna be happy. To see bands in your state, yeah, I'm seeing, like I said, Powerman 5000, Static X, Mudvayne, and Rob Zombie. Next month, I'm gonna be throwing it down, bro, having a good time. Try to get some footage of it. Um, Usually before I see concerts, I work out for like a month straight to get my body in shape to the abuse it's gonna go through. But looking forward to it. My nickname is Ozzy. Heck yeah, bro. Dang hiccups, man. There's no conformities from my home state. What are you talking about? NOLA? Louisiana? Because they're a NOLA band, I'm pretty sure. At least Pepper played with like Down and other bands like that. Pepper Keenan being the guitarist and everything. I loved some Down, man. Descarella. So outside Ohio, you doing? I've never went to a show outside of Ohio. North Carolina. COC is from North Carolina. How did Pepper play with like Down and other bands like that then? Every time I die, I've never gotten into them, bro. Like I said, shoot a band at me and I will tell you what I think about them 100%. I know As I Lay Dying, which is they're they're in a weird situation right now, but um yeah, shoot bands at me and I'll tell you what I think about them. The Hell, if that's a band, I have not heard of them. Down from South Carolina, never. Yeah, I didn't know that, bro. Yeah, COC is lit. I love Down. I hate God. I mean, as you can see, I rep their stuff all the time. Um, yeah, they're not a religious band. That's the funniest thing. They don't actually hate God. That's just the name of their band. You know, I mean, they're sludge doom stoner band. You know, like very out there. But I need to get into some more punk rock, man. I need to get some shirts. I need to get some records. Um, but yeah, this is all about Gigi Allen, like I was saying, man. Crazy individual. Um, Wish dude could have got some help, but he overdosed and died. So what can you do? I mean, I've heard of them, but like it's not like I've sat and listened to them. Like I don't know any song by them, kind of deal. Diecast Clown is in the house. Hope you're feeling better, man. I don't know how your health has been recently, but I hope you're doing good, bro. We're talking about like some crazy punk rock and music and everything like that. I hope you've been doing good, man. Yeah, I've definitely heard of them though, Tusk. I've just never sat and listened to them. I don't know. There's tons of bands I sit and listen to all the time, like Pantera, Slayer, some older stuff, some newer stuff. You know. Yeah, that's I mean NOLA, bro, New Orleans. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Rico. I'm in the hospital watching you. I definitely appreciate that, man. I hope everything's okay. I know you've been going through like some crazy stuff recently, bro. Appreciate it, man. What you have going on right now, if you don't mind me asking, you know, what's the next step kind of deal? Baby bought Jello. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? How's it going, man? We're just talking like punk rock and roll and metal and stuff in general. Might not be a genre you listen to, but might be something interesting to learn about. Yeah, exactly, Rico. Sending good vibes your way. Exactly. I agree. Life is weird, man. You never know what's gonna happen. I hate that about life. You just don't know. You just don't know. Like I worked almost 11 and a half hours yesterday because no one wanted to come into work. People were doing this. People were at the hospital. People were whatever. Oh, I had to take COVID tests, which that's pretty serious. So I understand that. But yeah, I stayed over multiple hours just because my business needed me to be there. Not my business, but the one I work for. And then tomorrow I'm supposed to be there at 3. I get a text from my manager. Hey, can you come in at 1? Yeah, I guess. Like, whatever, bro. You know, I need more money kind of deal. Makes infusion tomorrow. Potassium. It's dangerous. You need to eat some bananas, bro. Eat some bananas. But I hope you get the help you need, bro. If you don't have Craig movie on your playlist, we can't be friends. No idea who that is, Rico. You listen to some different stuff than me, though. Great to see you and keep on collecting Hot Wheels. You know, bro. Certain ones here or there. I found some cool ones in the trash. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, I guess. Found some pretty cool ones for free. Bunch of weird stuff, man. But, yeah, I mean, the most recent significant thing that I picked up was, like, the 300CX Super that I traded my Studebaker Super for. I had 2 of them, so said why not, you know. It's one that I needed from last year, so I picked it up. Craig Mack, I have never heard of this individual in my life. Never. Good luck, clown. Heck yeah, for sure. You're over there by Danny and Sam and was a whole lot of Zep, I think. You're over there by them. Hopefully they'll give you some local support. Hope so, anyway. Here's something I can talk about. This is a really good record if you don't know. Candlemass, Nightfall. Dude, this record is banging, man. This is some old school doom metal. If you don't know about Candlemass, check them out, man. It's not like screechy, like screaming vocals or anything. It's very understandable. They got some good songs. Most notable on this would be Bewitched. That's a very good song. Just absolutely insane, man. Love their music. I think they're from like Sweden or something like that. Kicking man a flavor in your ear. What are you talking about, Rico? I have no idea. That's what the heck, Ren. 7:30. Can you come to my work? I'm doing trash and either want you to bring my headphones or come talk to me while I do it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ren? Almost home. Heck yeah, the Nissan Super is nice. I have the Porsche 356 Outlaw from last year. That is a cool one. I did find that one somehow on the front pegs of Big Lots. I was very surprised. Chris got like 10 minutes. God, yeah, you're right. I don't know. After I do this, I'm going to go eat some food and stuff. I don't know what I'm about to be doing. Ren, why are you here? Why are you hanging out? Yeah, I made some pierogies, but they're sitting there. I got to go eat them. But yeah, man, if you guys don't listen to like random offshoots of like rock and metal and stuff, check it out, man. The worst situation could be like, oh, I don't like this, and then don't listen to it. Yeah, surprisingly, no one has said hit the like yet. Yeah, if you're enjoying it, if you're learning something new, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification, whatever, I don't know. I just do it for fun anyway, man. I still haven't monetized. If you guys get ads on your videos whenever you click on mine, it's not my fault. I haven't hit recommend monetization yet. That's what's up, Manuel. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. I mean, that's the way you can acquire things. Glad you found one, bro. The Melvins, hey, that's what's up. Yeah, I love the Melvins, but I haven't dove into them too much. I like a bunch of stuff by them, but not like a crazy amount. Fu Manchu, never got into them. No, no. Melvins for sure, though. Haven't seen an ad on YouTube in years. Yeah, if you have YouTube Premium, then you won't get an ad on your video. Ad block for YouTube works. That literally, unless you don't pay for it and you're having some random ad that does it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought about on this live stream watching random like GG Allen sets, but it's a little bit too violent to just randomly show on a live stream. Like I'd have to go about something. I'd probably get copyrighted or whatever. No preemie here. That's what's up, bro. Stoner Skate Rock. That's pretty cool. Kai has heard of them. Yeah, they're. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's like a doom band. Oh, really? Interesting. Gotta go now, bro. Have a good day and remember to stay positive and motivated. Of course, always, bro. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, man. I love talking music. Like I said, I got a bunch right here. All the time. Avenged Sevenfold, why is that randomly there? But a whole book of CDs. I don't play, bro. I need a head unit in my car, and I'll be bumping once again. Be having a good old time. What's up, boys? Yeah, I don't want to randomly start playing like some random YouTube video because like it is like pretty mature content and violence and things like that, plus copyrighted music at the same time, so I don't really want to go there. What was your answer? I had a line. What are you talking about? Am I gonna come down there or not? I don't know. My car's leaking oil. I just told you it's got a valve cover leak. And there's randomly oil laying in the parking lot now because of it, so what I'm gonna do about that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna come down there or not. I don't really need anything. Come down there and order a hot dog at your work. Eat my pierogies, and I have no money. I haven't been paid yet. So, don't really know what to do. Am I gonna come down there and watch you do trash? Haven't heard of that, Rico. Just because I know it's some old stuff doesn't mean I know of all old stuff. Ryan, look if that other nose ring has been delivered, because the mailman was here already. Sorry, guys, having trouble staying awake. No problem, man. Get your rest, bro. Be healthy, be safe. I appreciate you coming through. I'm not even really showing diecast right now, so I appreciate you just coming through and hanging out with me, man. Engine's not good, bro. Yeah, there's a valve cover leak, so it wants to leak some oil here or there and all that good stuff. Go help her get the trash out, bro. It's her work. I don't get paid there. She can do it herself. She gets paid to do it. I'll probably still go down there. Operation Ivy, have not heard of them either. Tusk is over there like, man, what the heck, bro? Depends on what it is, what genre. If it's like some random genre I don't listen to, then I don't know. Tell me thrash bands, and I can tell you, like SOD and other stuff like that. I love thrash. It's like the main thing I go to. I don't really like Metallica, though. I'm not gonna lie. Metallica is overrated. Metallica is overrated. How is sludge metal? I love sludge metal. Obviously. Go check out I Hate God if you haven't already as well. Very interesting. Not sure how long I'm going to continue the stream. Apparently, I'm going to go see my girlfriend at work. Probably get some food from her work with the last couple dollars I have in my account. I did somewhat restore this knife. If you guys want to see a whole video on me like restoring this thing, let me know. It's kind of cool. It's got a little sheath with it. It's a little like fillet knife. I don't even know what it would have been, but a lot of pitting in it. Not sure what I do about that, but let's see here. Rainbows, free. Okay. They make stoner rock music. Heck yeah. I like stoner metal more than that though. Punk rock, gotta check that one out. Crispy's here like, what am I doing, bro? Like, why am I here? I don't know. Tusk, let me know, bro. I have this. I know how much you like Transformers and stuff. This is a weird thing I got for free. And it's literally like a 56 Chevy Bel Air, like Transformer from Maisto. If you want this, bro, let me know. I'll send it to you. Send me something back. I don't know. Just throw it over there because the card's in terrible shape. One and Done album considered a classic punk record. I gotta check that out, bro. For sure. Yeah, Crispy's over here like, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just here, bro. Yeah, a bunch of people gave me backlash on the short of my catfish being hungry. They're like, poor fish. Da 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 da. I'm like, the dude got fed right after the video. Like, what are y'all talking about? A bunch of people made some weird comments about it. Man, you should get into it, bro. Being out in Cali, bro, you should get into it. There's Dead City Punks out there. San Jose's got multiple bands. Dead City Punks are throwing gigs under your bridges, bro, like 6th Street and stuff like that. They're shooting fireworks at cop helicopters, and it's a lit, bro. It's wild. You should get into it. Some Noise Records. Dude, I want that stuff. Heck yeah, Tusk. Let me know, man. Shoot me an email. That one will come to you for sure. Whatever you want to call it, the trap. Can Chris speak today? The card is trashed. Because, like, I found it literally for free. So, like, it is what it is. But it's a 56 Bel Air, but it's pretty cool at the same time. And it transforms, my dude. Like that. Collect them all, obviously from another world, obviously from an attitude, and thankfully with a good sense of style, as they have selected some of the sickest rides. Sickest rides to slam down to earth with friend or foe, robot or vehicle, you decide. It's your urban world, just make sure you look good while living it. Yeah. I can't speak very good, but that'll go to Tusk if he wants it. I don't know. Come on, Crispy. You don't think about throwing it down under a bridge out there with fireworks, shooting at cops, and moshing around? Look up Dead City Punks, bro. I'm telling you, just do it. Dead City, L.A. It's where you from, bro. At least know what's going on in your streets over from you, and you're like, huh, what's that sound down the street? And you're like, oh, it's just Dead City. Pretty funny. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off here pretty soon, man. I guess I'm gonna roll down the road and say what's up to Ren and order some food with the last couple dollars on my card until I get paid like tomorrow or whatever. Dude, life is weird, bro. Paycheck to paycheck. Gorilla Biscuits. Hey, that's some old school, bro. That's some old school. Please, it's right down the road. I'm coming down there. I'm going to get some pulled pork or something from your work. Cali Roots, Phyllis, reggae, my people. See you later, Jared. Thanks for coming through, bro. Maybe just check it out for the heck of it. Dead City Punks with an X. Punks. And it's just cool just to watch what the heck's going on out there, bro. It's right down. It's literally in your same town. By the way, how's Greg real quick? Hey, bro. How's Greg? This man straight posted up, bro. He's not playing. He's overwatching the diecast. He's posted up, going hard in those overalls. Don't nobody play with Greg now. Come on. You can't play with Greg. He's not playing. Can't help me do trash. Yeah, I will. I'll come down there. Pulled pork from your work. Yeah, it's like gas station pulled pork, but like it's not terrible. It wasn't bad. It's like every 3 bites you feel hungry, or I mean full, kind of pulled pork. All right, I'll check it out. Dead City Punks, bro. Just look it up. Watch a couple of their sets. You might even know where they are. You're like, hey, that's the 6th Street Bridge, bro. They're over there blowing stuff up and moshing around and everything else that they're doing. So, yeah, bro, look it up. For real. Let me know what you think of it, too, after you look it up. But I'm going to get out of here because I guess I'm going to walk myself down to my car, go to Ren's work, help with trash. What? I don't know. But, alright, guys. I'm out of here. I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to eat my pierogies and go down to Ren's work and probably buy some food from there. So, you guys have a great night. I appreciate you for tuning in to, like, a random live stream. Like, what was this? Like, talking about some random punk rocker? If you haven't heard of him, go check it out. Because, like, it's pretty wild and it's worth listening to and worth checking out and all that good stuff. So, go check it out, man. Heck yeah, Crispy, same to you, bro. Later, Rico. I appreciate you, man. Alright, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. And, wish luck to you, man. I hope you find something good when you go out there. So I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, guys.